Hey everyone, this is my 2025 LEGO Star Wars Droid Army. I just recently did my Clone Army, so it's only fair that I do my Droid Army next. Since last year, it has changed a little bit. I've added a few more droids, and the vehicles was the biggest change. Definitely got some new ones and some that aren't included anymore from last year. I'm just very happy in terms of the state of LEGO Star Wars right now. In terms of the droids, we have two battle packs out right now, the 327th battle pack that just came out and the Clone Trooper and Battle Droid battle pack that came out last year that are including more droids, and especially the super battle droids. Both of those include the super battle droids. And then with the newest MTT that came out this year, releasing a new version of the commando droid, which these are my first ones, so it's cool to finally get those. Anyways, I'm excited to showcase my droid army, so without further ado, let's get started. Now, starting at the front of the army, I have a single magma guard kind of leading the army. They are the personal guards of General Grievous, so they're kind of the highest ranking droid that I have. So I have them at the front. Of course, I could have put, Palpatine as funny, but I just wanted to keep it all droids. I also could have put Ventress, but he wasn't with them the entire time, so I would have loved for General Grievous or Count Dooku to be in my collection so I can put that. But for now, I'm settling with the magma guard, but I do really like the look. It's a good droid figure. So starting off here on the left base plate is the majority of my droid army, and that is being the regular B1 battle droids. I have a total of 101, so I'm very happy to pass 100, and it's just very cool to see that many droids just lined up. And then in the back are 3 pilot droids with the blue torso, and then there are 10 of the Kashyyyk droids that came in the 2021 AAT, which I do really like the printing on those. I definitely want to get more of these in the future, grow this part of the army, and I just really do like the way the Kashyyyk droids look. Definitely would have had to get a ton of AATs back then, as 2 came in the set, and I don't think the AAT in 2021 was necessarily worth it. And then moving on to the next base plate, there are 27 super battle droids. Like I said earlier in the intro, I am just very glad that these are now being released again in 2 battle packs now, with the Clone Trooper and Battle Droid battle pack that came out last year, and now the 327th battle pack. Although the battle pack is very overpriced for the 327th, so I'll definitely wait for a sale to get more of those. But the Clone Trooper and Battle Droid battle pack is on sale, so I definitely will get more of those in the future to get more super battle droids. But I just really love the mold, and the more updated one just looking a little bit more defined, and it being more stable. It doesn't break easily in the midsection. Some of those old ones did. And then there are 3 commando droids, and like the super battle droids, I'm glad that these are being released again. They came in the newest MTT that came out August 1st of this year. I do really love the updated printing, and I like the new color mold being a more silver. I think it's a little bit more accurate, and I just really like the look of them. And I've never had a commando droid before, so it's nice to get them. I do hope LEGO releases them in a future battle pack to make it a more affordable option. With them being in the MTT, it's a pretty overpriced set, because they are really cool, and I definitely want more. And then behind them is a Droidica and the newest Dwarf Spider droid. Starting with the Droidica, this is the one that came with the buildable Droidica, and I still think LEGO has not necessarily nailed down the look of the Droidica. I think this is one of the more bad looking ones that LEGO has released. I don't know, it just looks very funny and odd, and I definitely do think some of the past ones look good, but I still think LEGO hasn't necessarily perfected the look yet. Now the Dwarf Spider droid, on the other hand, looks phenomenal. This is a new design, whereas LEGO has always been releasing the Dwarf Spider droids using the ball turret as the head, but this is a new brick built design which looks a lot more accurate and detailed, and I just really love the new design. This one is in the new 327th battle pack, and like I said, once that one goes on sale, not only will I just get it for the super battle droids, but I want to collect more of these Dwarf Spider droids as well. Now talking about the vehicles, I have the Starship Collection Invisible Hand. Although it's not to scale with any of the droids, it is a part of the Separatist army, and it's just a very good looking design of a ship. I included the Venator and the Acclamator class Starship Collection set with the Clone Army, so I thought it was fair that I included the ship too. I definitely would like a playscale version, or even a UCS. It would definitely be a great addition to the Separatists. They don't get many, capital ships in LEGO. There was the Malevolence that came out a while ago, but it definitely would be cool to get some more Separatist ships. And then over here is the newest Separatist MTT. I really like getting this MTT in the blue and gray color for the first time. It's just very cool, and I really like the Clone Wars Wars version. You know, we've been getting the dark brown from the Trade Federation, but it's very nice to get the Clone Wars version. I do like the overall design. I don't like how small it is though, and I do love the play feature for the droid rack at the front, how it comes out. I do wish that there was a little bit more detail here on this back section, but overall I do like the MTT. I just really wish that it was bigger. It can only fit 6 droids on the droid rack, which is a little disappointing. There is a very small interior space. You can fit some blasters there, and at the top here you can fit a pilot droid. This is my first MTT that I've ever owned, and I'm glad that it is the Clone Wars version, but I do wish that it was at least the size of that 2007 one. And then I have one stab for the battle droids that came in that MTT set this year. And then the last vehicle is the Droid Troop Carrier, which was the gift with purchase last year when you purchased the UCS TIE Interceptor. I do really like the design. There are 6 blasters in the middle for the droids, and of course the droid rack, which can fit 3 on each. And then there is space at the front for 2 pilot droids, and you can actually separate the rack from the main vehicle, which is pretty cool. It's a more modern design of the 2001 Battle Droid Carrier, and I do wish that this was mass produced and not a gift with purchase. I do think it is a good gift with purchase. You know, I like getting sets and minifigures as an addition to the set that I'm buying, and like I said, it's a very good design, so I definitely wish that it was mass produced so I could get multiples for the army. Like the Clone Army, it is a goal of mine to build a large droid army, and now with the most recent battle packs, it's nice that I get to army build both simultaneously. It is very awesome to see all the droids and vehicles together. Biggest change to this army from last year is the vehicles. I had a lot more stabs and tri-droids from the battle packs, but I've since kind of broken those down a little bit for parts in terms of using them for mocks, but I do like the new vehicles like the MTT. I definitely would like LEGO to make another AAT in the future and not make it as small as the one that was in 2021. I'd say my main focus for next year's army is to definitely get more Dwarf Spider droids, Commando droids, and more Super Battle droids, and you know, by getting those, there's a few more B1 battle droids that will be in the mix from the battle packs. But overall, I am happy that the army has grew a little bit from last year, and like I said, it's just very cool to see it all laid out here. Anyways, that is my 2025 LEGO Droid Army. Definitely lightsaber slash that like button and hit subscribe with the bell on so you know when I upload. Definitely go check out my 2025 Clone Army. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, peace.